Ferris said he did it.
Yeah. He helped. I told Sarah this speech was going to be short and sweet, so I'm going to try and abide by that so we can get this party rolling. So, without getting too sentimental out of the gate, I just wanted to share a couple brief stories about Sarah and Ferris, kind of to calm my nerves and hold back my tears because I'm going to be crying like a baby here in a minute. So, this is about Sarah growing up when she was a little girl. You know, we have countless memories of Sarah growing up. But this one stands out in many ways because I think it perfectly captures her, I'm just going to call it her spirit, okay? You know, it goes back to you're a parent, you try not, when you're raising your kids, try not to use colorful language around them when they're growing up. Well, for the most part, Catherine and I thought we were doing a pretty good job. Till Sarah, she was probably 3 or 4 years old, and it was a hot day in Minnesota. And she came in the house and she wanted something to drink, so I got her a glass of water. And she came up to the counter in our kitchen and she looked at me and Catherine in a matter-of-fact tone, says, "Mom and Dad, man, it's fucking cold outside." Or fucking hot outside. Excuse me. I'm still dumbfounded to this day where she learned to use that fucking word. For Ferris, I remember the first time I met him. Sarah had been dating him for a couple years in college and decided to bring him home to meet Catherine and I. He walked in the door, he extended his hand to me, and with that deep masculine voice said, "Hi, I'm Ferris. Nice to meet you." Howdy. How was that impression, Ferris?
Howdy.
I admit I was kind of taken aback by his voice, but we still tease him about it a little bit, but it's one of those defining characteristics that we love about him. We soon learned another defining characteristic about Ferris, and Isaiah alluded to it in the sermon today, his remarkable appetite. When he first met Ferris, we went to lunch, and let me tell you, we quickly found out this guy could put down some food. When we have a family dinner, we always know where the leftovers are going. Ferris, you just unequivocally take the Clean Plate Club to a whole new level, man. You can put it down.
Clean Fridge Club.
Ferris, so with that, I just want to welcome officially you to our family. Catherine and I couldn't have asked for a better son-in-law. We love you a lot, man. Back to just the two of you. What strikes me most about Sarah and Ferris is what a great match they are. They're both outgoing, they're adventurous, share a mutual love for travel, sports, and most importantly, each other. Their respect and genuine love are evident in everything they do. I wish the two of you a lifetime of happiness and success. Love each other through life's ups and downs, trials and tribulations. It's not always going to be easy, trust me. They may not always agree, but Sarah's always right. But always fall back in the love you have for each other and enjoy life to the fullest. And I know you will. And to Mark, Pam, Renee, who's not here with us today, Greta, Catherine, and I are elated that you are in part of our family. Welcome.
Love you.
Finally, Sarah, thank you. Thank you for the commitment you've shown, the obstacles you've overcome, and for blossoming into the wonderful woman you are today.
I can't make eye contact.
Above all, thank you for the love, the joy, the laughter, and immense pride you've given me to be your father. You'll always be my baby girl and my princess. And I love you to death, more than words can express. Now, everyone, after I'm teared up, if you can please raise your glasses to Sarah and Ferris. May your journey be thrilled to the bride and groom.
So I had a plan that I was not going to have a drink before addressing you. I was going to have no drinks before I shared these notes because I wanted to be sharp. I wanted to make sure I was sharp. And then I was such a blubbering idiot during the ceremony, such a crying basket case, I figured I better have a drink. The theme of this address, which I'll try to keep pretty tight, is Lions for Family. Lions for Family. That's what we all are here today with Sarah and Ferris. So Ferris and Sarah, thank you for a truly once-in-a-lifetime moment and event. I still can't believe I'm here. It's been such a joy to spend this time with all of you. So many faces, familiar faces from the past, but new faces. It's been such a joy this week to share even just a minute with so many of you. I really appreciate it. It's been great. What a great group of people. Sarah, it's a joy.
Attaboy. Good thing all the pictures are done.
So much for the drink. Sarah, it's a joy and an honor to have you join our extended family. You now have new family from Michigan to Nashville, from LA to Long Island. And you, Sarah, are a smart, creative, imaginative, ambitious, talented, and gorgeous woman.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. And you dream big, Sarah. You dream big. Yeah, you dream big. And I love you for that. I love you for that. And Ferris and all of us are very lucky to have you in our lives. Thank you. And it's such an enjoyable honor to officially link arms with the Moore family, a family with a remarkable bond that they share. Truly a tight, beautiful family. To illustrate this, a show of hands, how many people have experienced playing a board game with the Moores? How many people have played a board game with the Moores? Yeah. Quite a few people. Yeah. Well, the first time I saw the Moores together in their getaway cabins, the first time I met them, they were all playing a board game. They were all playing a board game together. Not just Brad and Catherine, or not just mom and dad and one of the kids, all of them together, teenagers and early 20s, choosing to be family together. It was very impressive right off the bat. And they have a very interesting relationship with board games, I think. I once introduced them to a board game. Yeah, I did. And, well, you kind of have to be careful when you do that, when you reveal a new board game with the Moores. So I brought a game over there in Illinois. I had a game. Ferris and I start playing the game. I'm demonstrating the game. And the Moores are watching as Ferris and I play this game. The room got real quiet. And I felt like they were kind of closing in. And the air got a little thin. And they were kind of circling around, getting closer, studying, assessing. Not really like vultures, more like lions. Lions in the brood. Well, I lived to tell the tale. I got out of there, and so I could share that harrowing story with you. But yeah, boy, do they love their board games. Jokes aside, what a great, fun, and competitive family. The Moores are a family of lions for each other. Now, let me reflect on what many of you already know about Ferris. And if you don't know Ferris that well yet, well, let me tell you. Ferris is a lion. Ferris is a lion. He is all in on everything he does. Elite college athlete playing alongside the other Huskies that are here tonight. They're easy to... Huskies. They're easy to spot. He was an honor roll student, a man of strong faith, a dedicated project manager in the Twin Cities, and he's a passionate consumer of Chicago deep dish pizza. Ferris is truly a gentle giant, and he's a lion for family. It's very important to Ferris that the friends and family in his life are okay. And Ferris has always been a stand for me. I have always felt it. And he's a stand for his mom, Pam, and his sister, Greta.
Hi.
I bet many of you can attest to that feeling that Ferris projects when he's with you, that he's listening and he's caring. And if you don't know Ferris that well yet, well, look forward to it. He's a good man. He's a good man. So Ferris, I know you're a stand for your Moore family, no doubt drawn to that strong, loving Moore bond that you are now a part of. And in closing, Ferris and Sarah, you have a tremendous foundation to build on and a beautiful road ahead. And everyone here tonight, everyone, all of us, is ready to help you too along the way. Just ask us, right? Yeah. Just ask us. We're all here with you, every step, because as of right now, we're all your family. We love you. Toast to Ferris and Sarah.
I want to give me a little drink.
Inspiration than you. I remember when you first got your first camera and to see how that took off and all the work you do, it's truly amazing. And for Ferris, I'm going to keep this short, but for Ferris, there's never been a doubt in my mind that you weren't the man for Sarah, so I just want to say I love you guys both, and I'm so happy for you. So.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Eric. I'm Sarah's not so little brother. So again, want to touch on thank you so much for coming and making this day so special for my sister. Really means a lot to all of us, all of our family and everything. Touch on me and Sarah growing up. We're always very close. We like to say we were twins, but twins that were born at different times. And her, I like to think that she helped raise me, because for those of you who don't know, my mother Catherine, they are the same person. Whether it's just a little bit, whether the way they yell at me, the way they love me. And like I said,
Because they love you so much.
that's what I hope. I hope. So with her helping with that, I hope you love me too. Do you? Yeah. And Ferris, keep it short, but touching on my dad's with the leftovers. Love having you for food, but hate how you take all the leftovers. I have none for me. So, another cheers to the beautiful bride and my now brother. Cheers to the new Ingrams.
Love you. My baby water.
Vanilla gorilla.
All right, can you give me a drink since you love me so much?
Yeah.
Let her buck, boys.
Do we do it over here or that over there?
Where are you at?
I have to be next to him for one part.
Oh,
You want to do mic check, or they think they're playing?
I think it's good. Yeah, it's good. I did tell Sarah before, we've been practicing this for 6 months, so I did tell her that we would keep it very short. She told us no more than 5.
No promises.
No promises. All right, well, do you want to start? All right, I guess I will. As an AI language model, oh shit. Wait.
Stop. Hey guys, I'm Sam.
And I'm Jack. For those of you who don't know us,
We're Ferris's childhood lifelong friends. For now until the end of this speech.
And he couldn't decide which one of us was his best friend, and he chose the cop-out move of choosing us as his best men.
We're a tripod of friendship, and I'm the, oh God, he's here friend.
And I'm the, oh God, he's here friend.
And Ferris is the, wait, who's here? Friend.
We love Ferris, but Sarah, you already know what you're in for. Having lived in sin with him for a couple of years, we can only imagine how many Ferrisisms you've been lucky enough to witness.
And for all of you here today, guess what you're getting next? Some of our favorites. So let's start off. Hey guys, I'm in San Francisco. Just visited Al Capone's cell in Auschwitz. Pretty cool place. Yes, Ferris. I think Alcatraz is a pretty cool place.
I will never let him forget that one. Sacagawea lived in the pyramids, right?
Or when I told him, well, being hot is relative to certain people, and he said,
Relative? Like one of your cousins?
we have one more, and it's what made us realize that Sarah, while she loves to pretend she hates them, truly loves the marvelous brain of Ferris.
After explaining to Ferris, while he was doing a Borat impression, that gypsy is a pejorative term and should be more aptly referred to as Romani, 3 weeks later I got a text from Sarah that was only a quote. And it said, "They're not called gypsies anymore. They're called rabbis."
The best part about this, it implies Sarah was doing a Borat impression.
We got ya. We knew you loved them.
Ferris, we have... Oh, we love them. Keep them coming. Sarah, you keep sending them to us. Ferris, we have all been friends for close to 20 years now, and we can honestly say there hasn't been a single day where we haven't thought of a moment we spent with you where you weren't smiling or were crying tears of laughter. Your loyalty and friendship and your honor in your relationship has made you a king among men. Anyone here can count themselves lucky to call you a friend. Now on to the bride. We both met Sarah for the first time when she was staying with me on New Year's Eve in 2019.
I arrived late, as usual. And my first interaction with Sarah was her on her phone looking me up and down and saying, "Are you one of Sam's friends?"
Getting to know Sarah, we realized 3 things about her that make her the perfect match for Ferris.
She's branched out Ferris's palate. He now eats vegetables. He might not know what they are, but he eats them.
She's allowed all of us to know what Ferris looks like with pants on, although we still occasionally catch him with shorts on when it's 15 degrees out.
She's shown Ferris that there is a world of beauty and love outside of football.
Now, we wanted to write some advice for both of you, but we, not being married ourselves, we will leave that to you when we get married. Instead, we both written the reasons we know this union to be filled with the kindness and happiness for years to come. Now, every speech is a moment like this, but this one is true. It's what makes their marriage a true love story. Before they were dating, when I was visiting Ferris in college, and we went to one of the, sorry St. Cloud people, 3 bars in St. Cloud.
Oh, there's 4.
It opened after I was there then.
There.
Yeah. There, Ferris pointed out the tallest girl in the room and tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Do you know who that girl is?" Guess what I said? I've never been here before in my entire life. But Ferris really said, "Is Zuri still here? Because she needs earmuffs."
All right.
Okay. Well, that's Sarah. I'm going to fucking marry her. Yeah. Sarah, every moment we have all spent together boating on a lake, bar hopping in Wrigleyville, or walking by the lake shore has just been nothing but filled with joy and laughter. From the moment we met you, we found every outing ended up becoming a story we now retell every time we see each other. Jack, lonely, broke, no. Sorry. We can only imagine the joy you two will bring into this marriage and the stories you two will go on to have with just each other. These stories will be ones that inspire each of us to do the same.
Come stay with us. It's something true friends and family say to others. Come stay with us. It's an indication you're loved and cared for by others who want nothing in return. I want all of us to reflect on moments Sarah was there for us. While I'm an absolute pain in her butt sometimes, I still remember when I was going through the most difficult time in my life, she reached out to me and she said, "Come stay with us." When I was looking for jobs and found one in Minnesota, but didn't have enough money for a hotel, I once again heard, "Come stay with us." When I eventually moved to Minnesota, without knowing anyone but them, and I was going to be alone for Thanksgiving, the message popped up again, "Come stay with us." And I finally got to experience her mother's iconic cooking, her dad's Minnesota humor, and her brother's, frankly, just their presence. Sarah, you put on a no BS attitude, but the kindness and the compassion you have shown me and everyone else here is the real reason I knew Ferris has never made a better decision than when he asked you to marry him.
We all know how lucky Sarah is, whether it's from her pull tabs to those weird iPad machines at bars I don't understand. But she's the luckiest because she found a man that will never stop loving her and will put her on a pedestal she deserves and never take her down.
All right. That being said, let's have the couple look into each other's eyes.
Come on.
You are now looking into the person statistically most likely to kill you.
Good luck. But now, we have all been officially waiting for this. Ferris, what can you now call Sarah?
She's my wife.
Also, the next moment you've all been waiting for. Put your glasses up, please.
May your marriage be filled with the happiness and kindness you have given to others all your life.
Cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Ingram.
Good job. Good job, man.
About the speech, so I'm sorry if I blabber and cry. But my name is Ashley, and I have the pleasure of being the maid of honor. Yes, thankfully I didn't have to clean Sarah's room or do anything crazy, but it was great to be her maid of honor, of course. I met Sarah over 9 years ago, our freshman year of college. We met through a friend of a friend. Within the first couple of weeks, and by the end of freshman year, we were sleeping in the same room, having slumbies, and we were not roommates.
Yeah, twin-size bed.
Yes. Or we would drag a bed from somebody else's room and sleep on the floor of another person's room, in Taylor's room, who's not here tonight, unfortunately. But majority of the time, we were sleeping in Sarah's bed, in a twin-size bed. Sorry. We often traveled together. She came to my sister's wedding, and one time we even shared a toothbrush, which I heard Ferris refuses to do. And sometimes it's necessary, you know? But we would also run around Twin Cities with overpriced tea from Sencha, if you've ever been there. And this is when Sarah was just kind of starting out with photography, and we'd take her camera and run all around the cities taking photos of each other, and she would direct me, and I would not take them as well as her, and then we would continue the cycle over and over and over again. Which is why she is now a professional photographer. Maybe started at those days, it's unclear. I might have been the first model, also unclear. We may never know. But wherever Sarah or I would go, the other one would follow. She became not only my best friend, but my sister. She's also one of the fiercest and most loyal friends I've ever had in my entire life. And I think others can say the same, considering there are 12 bridesmaids. Also, as many of you know, Sarah's incredibly adventurous and loves to travel. She's been to more countries than I can count, and constantly, don't look at me, constantly has something on the schedule, and it's hard to imagine that she even finds time for friends, family, or work, but she does. She's truly one of the most hardworking people I know, having multiple jobs. She always finds the time for photography retreats and even her friends' surprise engagements or weddings that she shoots. Those are not surprises. In July, I asked her to come to San Francisco because I needed her on a whim, and she booked a flight immediately the same day without a question. She was there 3 weeks later. Obviously, Sarah and I She has to book a flight, are long-distance best friends, and have been since we graduated college. One day, she told me she went to a football game at St. Cloud, and honestly, I was confused because we had graduated. And we went back to a wedding in the fall, and we went out to the bars, and we literally knew nobody. And so I was kind of confused, and then she said that she was there to see Ferris, and suddenly it all made sense. Our freshman year in the dining hall, Sarah looked at Ferris and said, "Wow, I think I'm in love with that man." That's not verbatim. It's just very similar to what she definitely did say. She'd invite his friends to parties in college just hoping he would show up. We would go over to their house to pregame because we liked hanging out with them, but mostly because of Sarah and Ferris. They had a real will they, won't they relationship most of college, at least to us. I'm not sure if Ferris knew that until later on in college, once they started hanging out before graduating. By the way Sarah was describing the relationship, I could tell things were different, and this wasn't just friends hanging out and catching up. This was the real deal. They traveled together to places like Ferris's hometown, Chicago, all the way to places like Croatia. They moved in together, merged their families, played very intense board games with each other. And now here we are today celebrating their marriage. Ferris, thank you for sharing Sarah unconditional love. You have such a big heart and you're so compassionate and kind. It makes me so happy to know that she has you as a travel buddy, best friend, partner, and someone to finish her food. So please raise your glasses to Sarah and Ferris. I hope that every day is filled with more love than the last and that you always have each other to lean on. Cheers.
You made it. You didn't cry. You didn't cry. Sam's pep talk worked.
Good job, Julie.
Love you.
Now, howdy. There we go.
Howdy.
Oh boy. All right. Hey, friends. Well, it's in my speech too, but everybody give a round of applause for how beautiful Sarah looked today. Isn't that incredible? Yeah. Shout out to Maddie. She's naturally beautiful no matter what, so there we go.
Me or Maddie?
You. Another round of applause tonight for Isaiah as well, officiating us. How incredible is that? Can you guys believe that that's his first time officiating a wedding? Did a great job, man. I knew you'd do a great job, and I really appreciate you for doing that. Isaiah and I met in the Bible study group in college, and he's always helped me stay strong in my faith, and I always appreciate you for that, man. Love you, bro. I got to start off by thanking both of our families. To Mom, Dad, and Greta, thank you so much for your sacrifices in my life. Your sacrifices not only be here this week, but to be there for me my whole life. You guys letting me move far away from home to Minnesota leads us here today. Thank you for all your time spent on road trips to St. Cloud to watch me play over the years. It's no coincidence that on your last trip to St. Cloud for my final game, I got to introduce you to Sarah as my girlfriend. Closing one chapter of my life and opening the next chapter, which has been the best one yet with Sarah. I'm the man and husband now I am today because of the incredible upbringing you guys gave me, so thank you. And to the Moore family, from day one, you guys helped welcome me into your home. I have no family in Minnesota, but from the moment I started dating Sarah, you guys made me feel like I had one. I've always had a home base from the first day you guys welcomed me into your home, and you raised an absolutely incredible and beautiful daughter. I thank you guys and can't wait for more adventures to come with our families combining. And then thank you again for everybody who's here. This is a huge ask from us to ask you to travel around the world for us, and you guys did it. We're forever grateful for all of you to spend your hard-working money to get here, and that's true love. So thank you, thank you. I got one more message for everybody before we're going to cut you loose to that party. You have 10 days until Caleb Williams makes his NFL debut. That's 10 days until he takes over the division for the next 15 years. Bear down. Bear down. Cheers. Let's party, baby.